Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today, we're just going to have a little bit of wig talk. So sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. I wanted to just talk with you all real briefly today to kind of tell you a little bit about what's going on. I've got a couple of wigs from Amazon vendors. They're human hair wigs. They're on their way to me here. And I should have them by next week. So I should be able to get the video up fairly quickly next week. Things have slowed down a little bit for me. So hopefully I'll be able to go ahead and get that up for you guys and get those up here on the channel. I feel like I have neglected you guys, but honestly, I have been so busy, it's been hard for me to even think straight, to be honest with you. So I wanted to talk with you just a little bit today about my hair journey. And I have really been very grateful for some things that have been happening with my biological hair. For those of you who are new to the channel or who may not know, my hair loss was due to menopause. After I went through menopause, I lost probably 30 to 40% of my hair. And my husband being sick and just being stressed out and everything else, my hair just started coming out. I really hated to wash my hair because there was just clumps of it in the drain every time I washed my hair. Now, I'm not going to compare my hair loss with someone who may have alopecia or chemo hair loss who has no hair at all. I'm not going to compare my hair loss to that because I know mine was minor compared to something like that. But when you start seeing pieces of your hair, it's like watching pieces of yourself swirl down that drain. And my hair kept getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and due to some of the poor decisions that I made about continuing to color my hair and continuing to get my hair processed, it just got thinner and thinner and thinner because I was getting it razor cut, but every time I would get it razor cut, it thinned it out even more on the ends, so it just looked really bad and scraggly. So ultimately, at the end of the day, what I ended up doing was getting my hair cut. If you all have watched the channel, I got my hair cut really short, especially right around and through here, just in order to get me something that, was some semblance of normalcy with my hair. Now, as my hair has started growing back in, and as I have started watching what has happened as my hair transformed to gray, I have been pleasantly surprised that my hair has been coming back in and it is thicker. Now, do I still miss all the funky colors that I used to do to my hair? I miss it every single day. I look at my hair and I want to go running to the beauty supply place and grab some pink hair color and put it on my hair, or turquoise or something. I want to do that so bad I can't stand it. But I can't do it because I don't want to risk what it's going to do to my hair again. So I've grown more comfortable with, my gray hair. And that's been a journey for me, is getting used to myself with gray hair. But I'm not going to go back to coloring my hair, and I'm going to keep the gray. Now, I have not had, put that in quotations, I haven't had to wear wigs. Even through this whole process, I haven't had to put wigs on. My hair has always been thin from the time I was born. It's been thin. It's been hard to do anything with. It's just been kind of miserable hair. But I still had enough hair to cover my scalp, except when I was going through that hair loss, and it did not look good. But I could still go without a wig if I wanted to. Well, now I can go without a wig, and I don't even think about it because my hair has come back in and it's thicker. Now, it's still thin because my hair is thin, but I don't have to wear a wig, and I don't feel as self-conscious about my hair as I did because my hair is healthy. Now, what's that going to do on my wig journey? What's that going to do to me? Well, I am still wearing wigs. In fact, in some ways, this has made me want to wear wigs even more, which may sound odd, but it's really made me realize how much fun that I can have in the world of wigs, even more so than before. Because before I always loved the pink wigs, the green wigs, the blue wigs. I loved all those. I've always loved those. But now I feel like I know a lot more about wigs than I did when I first started this channel. I know a lot more about what I need as far as, a wig wearer. And I know that now if I want that pink hair, that blue hair, that blonde hair, that brunette hair, that red hair, all I've got to do is reach right over here on my shelf and I can pull out a wig of just about any color that I want. Because God has really blessed me to be able to do the wig reviews here on this channel for you guys. And that has been a true, true blessing for me. And I am not going to stop. Being a distributor for Ellen Villa has opened up my eyes to a whole new world of better wigs back when I started doing that about a year and a half ago. That has really been a big thing for me. And right now, I'm kind of taking a little bit of a hiatus from that because I've got some other things that I've got to take care of before I order any more wigs. But I'm still going to continue that. And I have discovered in my wig journey that Ellen Villa wigs still fit me better than any other wig on the market. They just do. They fit me better. They fit my head. I love them better than I do John Renault, Estetica. I'm very partial to their wigs. So I'm going to continue to review Ellen Villa wigs from time to time, and I'm going to continue to order some and sell them like I've been doing. But I just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk with you a little bit about what was going on with my biological hair so that you all would kind of know what's going on with me. And I know that I don't have hair loss anymore like I did. But one thing that made me realize was, hair can kind of come and go. It can be here today and gone tomorrow. And it's much like the feeling of losing your hair is much like that when I lost my husband. Now, losing your hair and the death of a spouse or a child or a parent, it's not the same thing. But the feelings that it generates are very, very similar. There is a real grief that goes on when you start losing your hair. And I understand that now that I have been through that. And, I haven't been through it like some of you ladies have. Some of you ladies have really been through that. And my heart goes out to you because I know from what I experienced with 30% hair loss was devastating to me. It was devastating. It's devastating to my self-esteem. And I remember after my husband died, I felt that same blow to my self-esteem because now I was no longer a duet. I was a solo. And that makes a huge difference in the way we perceive life. When there's no one there to ask, their opinion about something. When you go to bed at night, hey, what do you think about this? Well, now I ask Trixie, and she doesn't argue with me, which is kind of nice. But it's kind of the same feeling of not feeling adequate and not feeling like you're enough. It's a similar feeling. And now I understand that, hopefully I can relate to folks a little bit better than maybe I did before. I always tried to, but when you go through something, there's nothing like personal experience to help you to understand what that feeling is. Now, ladies, I want to thank you for being with me on this journey and helping me and encouraging me and the things that you have said to me. And I just appreciate that from the bottom of my heart because I have learned a tremendous amount from you ladies. I have learned the difference between these fibers. I've learned, what the difference is between a lace front, a hard front, mono part, mono crown, all this stuff that I didn't know when I first started on this journey 3 years ago. I didn't know any of that stuff. All I knew was what I watched on YouTube and what came across my Facebook news feed as wigs for sale. And I learned real quick after ordering one to not ever do that again. Don't ever order one off a Facebook ad. But the journey has been difficult at times, but the journey has been affirming because in the midst of all this stuff and in the midst of my growth as a woman and my growth as a Christian, I have learned a lot more about who Elaine Jackson really is. and what she wants in life. And one thing that wearing wigs has taught me, and this is probably, I don't know if this is good or bad, but it is to really not worry about anybody else's opinion of me. Don't worry too much about whether they like the wig. It's not about them. At this particular moment in time, when we're putting wigs on our head and we're going out to face the world with whatever it is we've got on our head, at that moment, it's all about us, ladies. And it's all about how we feel when we walk out that door. It's just like putting on a new lipstick for the first time. And you're not sure about the shade. You're like, oh, can I wear this? Can I not wear it? But at the end of the day, when I put that lipstick on and I look in the mirror before I leave my house and I feel good about that, does it really matter what somebody on the internet, somebody on Facebook, somebody on the job, your daughter, your mother, your sister, your brother, does it really matter what they think? It doesn't. What matters is, where is our self-confidence? Are we confident in the way we look? If we are, we need to rock it and go for it. You know, there's a saying that we say down here down south, and the saying is, if you can't run with the big dogs, stay on the porch. And once we are brave enough to put that wig on our heads and go out that front door, we are no longer on the porch. We are out in the world with the big dogs, where everybody decides that they have a right to their opinion. But you know what? Just like they have a right to their opinion, we have a right to ours too. We have a right to say, yes, I think I feel good today about this. Yes, I love this wig on me. Or, you know, I'm not really sure about this wig, but this is what I choose to wear today. And that's about my choice, and that's about me. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to be happy with what I've got on my head today. Now, ladies, this is just a little encouraging talk for you all today. If you all have stayed to listen to me to the end, God bless you. I thank you very much. But I just want you to be encouraged. I wanted to tell a little bit about my journey and to encourage you guys that, you know, it's not really about anybody else but you. You don't have to please anybody else. You know, now, if you're married, you might want to give some consideration to your husband's feelings. Like if you've got on a purple wig and he hates purple, you know, I would encourage him just to get used to seeing you in purple. That would be my advice. Just say, honey, I really like this, and I'm going to encourage you to start loving purple. And if he just won't do it, then you and your husband can work that out some way. I'm not going to get in the middle of that. But at the end of the day, the only person you have to please is God. And I don't think God really cares what color your hair is. I don't care. I think he cares what color of wig you have on your head. And I don't think he cares about anything other than your heart. And if your heart is right when you march out there into the world to face the world with that wig on your head, all is right with the world, ladies. Listen, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Visit my website, Ninja Life Coaching. Check out my book on Amazon, Lord, Am I Going Crazy? It's a 30-day devotional guide for women over 40. I'll drop a link down in the description box to everything down there. I'll try to find the wig and drop a link down there too. Lord, if I don't forget it, y'all know how I am. Y'all have a great day. Love you guys. Bye-bye.